Welcome to One Shot Presents. I'm Brick. This is my daughter Sophia. And what we do here is we review comics and action figures. But this week we'll do something a little different. One of our good friends, Eliza Wren, wrote this wonderful song. So me and my brother Tiger, we went out and shot a music video for her. So check it out.
All right, this week's graphic novel review, You Have Killed Me by Jamie S. Rich and Joelle Jones. Seems like everybody's kind of on this noir kick right now. Everyone's trying to mix noir with something else. You know, you got, for a pretty good example, would be Ed Brubaker doing Incognito. It's noir with superheroes. Well, I'm not really looking for the next noir thing. I don't really need to see Care Bear noir. I don't need to see Britney Spears noir. I want something that reminds me of the old film noir movies that I love with Humphrey Bogart, you know. I want something like that. And I found it in You Have Killed Me. Jamie S. Rich's writing is smooth as ice. I mean, anytime they use the old 1930s dialogue, it doesn't seem forced. It seems very genuine and just very natural. And it's really fun because as you read this book, you know, you got the main character, and as you read him, you kind of start hearing Humphrey Bogart's voice. The other thing, man, Joelle Jones, her art, phenomenal. You don't even, no offense to Jamie, but you don't even need words for this book to enjoy it. She uses lines like you wouldn't believe. Everything's just curvy and nice and soft, which I think is a great contrast with like film noir and kind of the harsh shadows. The other thing about this book, man, they say you can't judge a book by the cover. Check this thing out. This whole book is put together beautifully. I mean, not just the cover and the texture of the hardcover, but I don't know who picked like this red interior, but everything about this book is put together to make it just a really fun read. So if you love, you know, old school film noir movies, if you like old pulp novels, I think this book's really going to be right up your alley. And so I'm going to go ahead and give it a 5 out of 5.
While we were at Comic-Con this year, we had the pleasure of meeting Jamie S. Rich and Joelle Jones. So here's Tiger talking to Jamie and Joelle.
All right, we're here with Jamie S. Rich. Jamie, thanks for being on the show.
No problem. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, absolutely. So tell us a little bit about your new book.
It's called You Have Killed Me. I did it with Joelle Jones. It's a hardcover crime graphic novel that we did with Oni Press. It's set in the 1930s, private detective story looking for a missing person, full of twists and turns, the dangerous dames and lethal men and that kind of thing. So gambling dens, horse races, jazz.
Now, is this like type of noir stuff kind of been a big thing for you, or is this a new like venture?
It's a new venture for me to try as a writer, but as a fan, I always have loved film noir and pulp fiction and that kind of thing. So we just wanted to do a book that that fit in the genre that we enjoyed. So
now these guys stole the show in the last issue of Mad Men. What was that like? How was that doing that?
It's a little daunting at first. There's only a handful of people who have been allowed to do Mad Men stories. There's been a lot of people who've drawn like pinups and things, but as far as writing and drawing your own story, not that many people have done it. So we were really honored to be asked to do it, and actually it kept coming up on the all read message boards, or that people were saying, when are you going to write a Mad Men story? And I kept saying I wouldn't, because I didn't have any idea, and then one day the idea came to me, and so we ran with it.
Right on.
And Mike's just always been such a super supportive, creative individual. He loves creative people. He loves helping out people and seeing talent. So
very cool. Well, these guys are a hell of a team, so check out their new book. Thanks.
thank you.
All right, this is very cool. We're here with Joelle Jones. Thanks for being on the show.
Yeah, thank you.
So we've heard a couple of artists today talking about how they started kind of copying other people when they got going, and then they found their own style. When do you think you kind of finally felt confident, like, this is my style? I'm not just imitating other people that I dig, but I'm doing my own thing.
Well, I studied painting, and I've always drawn comic books, but when I started painting, I became really loose, and then when I gave it up, I somehow had something that was separated from everybody else's influences a little bit. It's still little, I guess.
So now, what would have been your favorite types of projects to work on? You got this new book that we just talked to Jamie about, but what were some of your favorite things to do when you're doing art like that?
I don't know. I'm really loving just jumping around and trying all sorts of different things. I'm getting an opportunity to draw Madame Xanadu, which I'm totally pumped to do, and Dr. Horrible. So doing different genres and trying different things, yeah, it's a blast.
So now, where can people, the book came out through Oni, but where can people find more of your work?
You can check my website. It's just joellejones.com. Pretty easy.
Right on. Well, thanks so much. We appreciate it.
Homeless Taggart rise.
Frank!
Something's wrong. Something's amiss. I'm coming for you, scroll lover. After one more beer, and after this headache goes away,